Tori Ann Perky here, and from my homeschool to your homeschool, today I want to talk about 3 simple steps that you can take to pick out the perfect curriculum. Isn't that the desire of every homeschool mom, to find the perfect curriculum so that your kids will magically want to do everything that you want them to do. This will be the curriculum that your children will wake up excited to do, that they will never complain, they will never whine, they will be thrilled, and their learning will exponentially increase. Yeah, actually the perfect curriculum, doesn't exist. But in this video, I am going to give you 3 simple steps to help you find the best curriculum for your child at this point in time. And you can do a much better job of finding good curriculum without spending a lot of money and a lot of time researching and getting lost in the details. Because the reality is, when you're researching curriculum, particularly if you're just starting out, the options are overwhelming. I know it's hard to believe this, but it's actually a good thing. When I started homeschooling over 16 years ago, man, there just weren't a ton of options out there. And the number of people who have created amazing possibilities in the last 16 years while I've been doing this is mind-boggling. And that's great. That means you can find an option that's going to be a good fit for you and your family and your child. The downside is that means you have so much more to figure out and research. So let's talk about 3 simple steps to kind of narrow it down to make it just a little bit easier for you. Now, the very first step I recommend is actually getting clear on your vision for your homeschool. Why are you homeschooling? What are you hoping to accomplish? And what is your sort of philosophy? Why are you homeschooling? And this is a really important question to answer, because different types of curriculum are actually going to feed into different attitudes about education in general. And so if you know what your reason for homeschooling is, you can start to weed out the ones that just don't line up. You know, if you're really, really big on child-led learning and discovery, you're not going to want a rigid curriculum that's just do step A, step B, step C. If you are a family, you're very focused on getting your children into an elite school and having them have the best academic opportunities possible, you may want something that has a more structured classical approach. So it's not about right or wrong, it's about getting clear on what you want. Now, if you need help creating that vision, I do actually have a free training all about how to create a vision for your homeschool. You can check out the link down below. It walks you through the process so that you, by the end of about 30 minutes, have a really solid vision for your homeschool. So step number 1, get clear on your vision. Step number 2, think about your kids. The curriculum is for them. But they're not all going to be the same. No 2 kids are the same, and certainly there's different kind of categories of kids. So you want to learn and think a little bit about their personality, about their learning styles. Do they need to be up and moving around and wiggling a lot, or do they do okay if they're sitting and doing bookwork for a while? Different curriculums cater to different styles. And of course, you would hope that curriculum that's designed for younger children, all younger children, are more wiggly than older kids, but there are some teenagers who that sitting is just not going to work for them in the same way. So get clear on your kid. How do they learn? What's their personality? What are their needs? As you spend time doing that, what will happen is you will be able to have a better sense of which curriculums are going to line up with the needs of your kid. And don't forget to keep in mind that you're the one teaching the curriculum, so you do want to get clear on, are you going to be really involved? Do you need to have a little bit less involvement? Maybe you're doing this with a kid, and so they need to have an outside recorded instructor. Maybe you need to nurture that child, so you want to spend more time together. And just, what do you need? Do you need something that's a little more structured? Do you want it to be more open-ended? You are one of the kids that you need to be looking at. Okay, so that's the second thing, get to know your kid. Third one, so you kind of know about the different philosophies of homeschooling. Homeschooling's been around long enough now that it's kind of branched off into different ways. There's classical, there's Charlotte Mason, there's Thomas Jefferson education, there's Waldorf, there's Montessori, there's eclectic, there's world schooling or road schooling, there's unschooling, and many, many more. Those are kind of the big ones. And getting to know a little bit about each one of those will help you determine what kind of curriculum you want, because some curriculum is designed specifically for classical education or Charlotte Mason education, and you're going to see those words pop up a lot. Also, if you're asking and doing research and reading things and you know that that's not a style that's going to fit for your family, then you can just automatically let go of that particular curriculum choice, even if it comes highly recommended, because you know it doesn't fit with what you are looking for. So the third one is you want to review the philosophies and get clear. Now, once you have those 3 steps in place, you can go do research. And research there's a couple different ways. One, there's a book by Kathy Duffy that I absolutely love. I've done another video on that. I'll link down below to that video. And she has put together a book on the 102 top homeschool picks. Love the book. So worth the purchase. It will actually help you walk through these steps. The second one is your good old friend Google. If you can put in, I need a reading curriculum for a really wiggly or a kinesthetic kid that's Charlotte Mason, you're going to get a much more solid set of options to research. Rainbow Resource is another really great place to go. A lot of curriculum there, and they talk about these things and the different personalities and things like that. Social media is actually a great place to go, particularly Facebook groups that are aligned with your philosophy. You can ask questions about it in just geographic Facebook groups or in specific Facebook groups that align with those educational philosophies. And then another thing that I just want to let you know is I actually have a course that goes through all of these topics and a whole bunch more to help you set up your homeschool, but particularly things to help you set up your homeschool with the right curriculum so that you can be successful. It goes along with the free training that I offered you earlier, so you can join the free training, totally free, to go set up your vision. But if you also want to learn about how your kids can, learn more about your kids' personality, learn about learning style, if you're really, really interested in learning about the different educational philosophies, along with other helps like how to do planning, record keeping, how to structure your day once you've figured out the curriculum so you can actually fit everything in, I think this course is really going to help you. It's called the Confident Homeschool Foundations Program, and I'm going to just give you a special coupon. Normally, it's $97, and I just want you to go check it out. You can click the link below, but with this coupon that I'm about to give you, you can get the whole thing for $47. You just want to put in the word Pick Perfect. No spaces, Pick Perfect. If you put that in, then you can get this entire course that lays out everything that you need to know to be a super successful and confident homeschool mom for only $47. It's pretty crazy. So, but regardless of whether you want to do that, there is definitely the free training in there on how to set your vision, which is always the first step that I recommend, no matter what you're working on, because it lays the foundation for everything else. All right, good luck on your curriculum. If you have any questions, you can put those down below. I often don't answer specific curriculum questions, but I can point you in direct resources into resources that will be helpful. I'm Tori Ann Perky, and I make these videos every week so that you can be a successful and confident homeschool mom.